Hello, what is up, folks? It is I, once again, Will, with Exposing IWC. I am convinced I forgot to do something. Everything looks in order, though. That's the weird. But I have a suspicion that I forgot to do something. I'll find out in a second. But right now, everything looks good. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel like I forgot to do something. Oh well. Today, you guys see the topic of this video, of this stream: the future of WWE. WrestleMania has come and passed. There was a lot of complaining from people like me about how old the main event scene was. I was complaining about the likes of CM Punk and the part timers coming in and always taking the big spots. But if you looked at night 2 of WrestleMania, it is clear at this point WWE going in a different direction. They made it a point, best, push, highlight the young talent that they are happy with, like Oba Femi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, all got highlighted a Mania card. Prominently, I may add. We're going to talk about these women and men. What we're going to do in this video, we're going to take stock of the talent the WWE has. We're going to say, well, I'm going to say, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Who do you think is actually going to be the future of WWE? Who's going to be in the main event scene? Who's going to be main eventing WrestleMania? Who is going to be kind of in the mid card? We're basically going to be taking stock of the talent and seeing who we like and who we think can actually make it to the top. Also, this is a fluid conversation, so things can change. They say one talent, I see the mid carder, but doesn't mean that that'll be the case. Obviously, I mean, look at Liv Morgan. I thought Liv Morgan 3 years ago, not 3 years ago, let's say 4 years ago, you would have asked me that about Liv Morgan, I would have told you hell no. I don't see it. Look at her now, world champion, main character on Raw, plenty and plenty of TV time, star power, and likes and impressions on Twitter. So she's popular. So obviously this isn't set in stone and things can change. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if not subscribed. Let's start with the obvious one, the easy one. Let me see, I have this set up. Oba Femi. The biggest talking point coming out of Mania, Oba Femi. Oba Femi destroyed, put down the beast at WrestleMania. All the talent, especially the dudes, Seth, Roman, Sammy, Damian Priest, all of them were talking about Oba Femi leading up to Mania. They know what we know, that the WWE are putting the rocket on Oba Femi, clearly. And by the end of this year, well, not by the end of the year, I'll say next year WrestleMania, I could see Oba Femi being in the title picture and being in night 1 or even night 2. It's kind of crazy considering the man just debuted not too long ago. So I don't remember somebody being strapped with a rocket like this before. Well, in recent memory, because again, usually it's slow burn, mid card scene, but he's bypassing the mid card scene. He's bypassing the intercontinental and U.S. title, straight to the world title. I haven't seen anything like that since Brock Lesnar, since maybe Roman Reigns. I don't remember. I can't remember how Roman Reigns was booked when he first got onto the main. Oba Femi, the man is getting cheered like crazy. I mean, on Monday Night Raw, it was a reverse of what happened to Roman Reigns when he beat The Undertaker. And came out there. He cut a one-line promo. The crowd carried the noise. The crowd made the moment. He just stood there, chanted his name. He said one line, dropped the mic, and that was it. So at this point, it's clear and obvious that Roman Reigns has a new threat, Oba Femi, and we may be getting that match at Mania, which is crazy. That's number one. Oba Femi, future of WrestleMania, future of WWE, of course. I was about to say they tried that BS with Theory. I still like Theory. I don't like his booking. We can talk about Theory in a second. I like Theory. I just hate how he's being booked. Very stupid. Next one up, Trick Williams, of course, obvious. Also highlighted at Mania. Won a U.S. title. Future of the company. Great presentation. He had a lot of leeway with his promos. They let him do what he wants. They let him cook on the mic. They're comfortable with him. He is definitely somebody who's going to be a main event player. He's already a mid-card champion. He's beneath Oba Femi right now in terms of booking, but they're both of them are talent that they like very much, and they're the future of the business, future of the men's division, which is kind of crazy, considering the Triple K allegations. It was funny. That talk about Triple H hating to book black men, that was all fun in games. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't take it serious at all. But those same accounts that brought that up, they should come out and say, okay, I gave Triple H some shit for this, but look what he's doing. But they're quiet. I don't understand that. Like, if you're going to give somebody some shit, whether you're being serious or not, if you're going to give somebody some shit or give someone some criticism, when they do something different or the narrative switches, you should like come out and say, oh, okay, so I gave them some shit about this, but clearly they're investing in these. So kudos, but they're quiet. It's kind of funny. Anyway, Devon Evans. I do believe Trick Williams will be a main event player. He's future of the business already. That's clear and obvious. They love him. He's going to be around forever. Devon Evans, another talent that was highlighted at Mania. Like him, obviously. If he's going to be a world champion or reaching the main event scene in that respect, it's going to be like a Jeff Hardy thing where he just gets so over time they have no choice but to elevate him. So if Jeff Hardy can be a world champion, so can Devon Evans. I think Devon Evans is better on the mic than him. Devon Evans, I can see as a potential world champion, like Jeff Hardy was. Featured every week on Monday Night Raw. Every Monday Night Raw, he is featured. He has a lot of high moments in his matches. They gave him time to cook in the ring, showcase his skills. He gets over on his athleticism alone. I'm not worried about Devon Evans at all. Devon Evans, I think, is also the future of WWE. So good for him. They would have given it to Jeff quicker if he hadn't got suspended. Oh yeah. Jeff Hardy had his issues. But Devon Evans, he's super young. So they're going to take their sweet time with him. He'll probably go for mid-card, get that eventually. That'd be a big hurdle for him. And then he'll move up to main roster. Well, not main roster. The world title picture. But Devon Evans, he's set. Future of the business for sure. Okay, let's move over to some of the ladies. Let's talk Sol Ruca. Now, this one's been obvious, at least to me. You know, it's funny. I have the receipts. About 2 years ago, I tweeted. I have the receipts if I have to go dig it up. I tweeted that Sol Ruca has more main roster upside. Actually, I said Sol Ruca and Kalani Jordan, and then both had more main roster upside than Roxanne Perez. Let me tell you, the comments were like, oh, what are you talking about? What do you mean? This is why you should listen to me and ignore your own thoughts. I'm joking. But I have a knack for seeing this shit. I can see what the WWE likes and what they want to push. It's obvious. It was obvious, okay? And I maintain that. Sol Ruca and Kalani Jordan both have more main roster upside than Roxanne Perez. For a couple of reasons. I can get into that if you want me to. Sol Ruca is on Raw now. She was in the final 3 for the Royal Rumble. She is somebody who they're going to protect. She's somebody who they're going to invest in with a lot of time and a lot of push. Now, I said that she's going to get the Tiffany Stratton push. I'm not sure that's going to happen anymore because I think they may have learned their lesson. As you can see by Tiffany Stratton's current booking. Tiffany is now back in the mid card where she should have been the entire time. I don't know why they had her win the Money in the Bank, a long ass reign, just for her not to be on the Mania card this year. A little stupid. They elevated her too quick. I think you should start Tiffany in the mid card, but they didn't do that. They should probably do that with a Ruca. Ruca should come in. We go after Becky, mid card, and then ramp it up later. But who knows? They may give her the Tiffany treatment. I wouldn't do that. But she's the future of the business, clearly. Even though her mic skills are not great, I would say her mic skills are the worst part of her game. It's not great. But when you can move like she can, and you can get a response from the crowd like she can, you don't need my skills, at least not right now. You'll develop that on the job. She has the athleticism that no one can really match. I haven't seen anything quite like it. Electric in the ring. You're going to get that reaction, and she has a great look. So she's fine. Like a big pie, right? Big main roster pie. What do you have? She has a big piece of pie when it comes to the in-ring athleticism and the look. Promos are a small part of the pie, but it's fine because the other things are so big. So she's going to be main eventing shows. She's going to be on the Mania card. In fact, I'm gonna guess that going forward, there won't be many WrestleManias that she misses. That's how high on her they are, and rightfully so. I would say the same about a Kalani Jordan. People are late to this. They're going to continue to be late to it. On you right now, Jordan, we booked very well on the main roster. Because of her athleticism, taller girl, not short, big, good look. She's going to be booked very well her time. I think main roster does a better job with NXT with hiding people who are bad on the mic. Correct. I agree with that. And NXT, you have more time to cut a promo. You have more time to plan. You have more time to put together your segments. On main roster, show up to the show. What are we doing? Oh, what's my promo? What's my match? Okay, let's go. It's kind of fast. You don't know what you're going to get yourself into on the main roster, which is why Ruca learning that right now. She went out there and instead of saying the Royal Rumble, she said Battle Royal by accident. There was a time when the crowd was chanting her name. She didn't hear it. She wasn't paying attention. She talked over it. What she should have done was stop, look to the crowd. They will react to her looking, and they would start cheering her name more. But she talked over it. I saw in the interview she did. I forgot what the interview was. After the show, she talked about how she should have listened to the crowd on the main roster. She's talking about the differences between main roster and NXT. She said she should have listened to the crowd. I guarantee you, somebody talked to her backstage. Somebody talked to her and said, "Hey, Soul, I was good, but next time, listen to the crowd because they're chanting your name, and instead of letting it build, you talked over it because you were just in the zone. You didn't want to mess up your lines. You just want to do the segment. But you have to be confident enough to chill, wait, listen to the crowd, and let them cheer your name. If they wanted to, but you talked right over them." So, yeah, she has a lot to learn, but she's the future of WWE for sure. So Ruca, very talented, very good in the ring, very exciting, great finisher. And again, Soul, Jordan, then the Roxanne and Perez of the world. I'm wrong again, but I'll be right going forward. All right, Jessie Jane. Jessie Jane is somebody I'm hoping to see on SmackDown. I like her a lot. I personally like her a lot. Personally, how much does the WWE like her? I don't know. I mean, she had a long ass NXT reign. Liked her enough for her to be the champion. We'll see. I don't know how Triple H feels about her, and I'm not sure how he would. I can kind of get a sense of how he feels about other talent, but not her. We'll see how she gets booked. I like her a lot. Good on the mic. good in the ring, a well-rounded professional. I was one of those crazy people, one of those crazy folks that said Jessie Jane would be better than the other three. Remember back in the day with Toxic Attraction, her, Mandy Rose, and Gigi Dolan? I said, guys, and again, I have the receipts. Like, folks, Jessie Jane is better on the mic and in the ring than all the rest of these two. So what are we talking about? He was a third wheel. See, I saw clear as day she's better in the ring and on mic than the other two. Sure enough, look who's standing. Look who's on the main roster. Still here is Jessie Jane. So sometimes you got to look past the current situation and see the talent behind a booking. Even though Jessie Jane was the third wheel, it was clear that she was the best in the ring. Yeah, so good for her. She's great. I love her. She's awesome. Blake Monroe against Asuka. Yeah, but I don't know where she's going to end up. I don't know how Triple H feels about her, but I like her a lot. I would say mid card at worst, but we'll see. Liv Morgan gives me hope. If Liv Morgan can be a world champion, she deserves it, and worked her on her game, found a great character, and she can go. Anybody can develop, I think. We'll see what happens with Jessie Jane. I like her a lot, but I'm not sure about Trips. Blake Monroe, you mentioned her. Oh, I don't have a Blake Monroe picture here. Oh well. Talk about her. Blake Monroe, I think, is someone who could get called up Friday. She got put in a casket. Looks like it could be a walk-off for her. Walk-off NXT to main roster. I don't know. But Blake Monroe, she's my favorite character in NXT. Great character work. She can go good enough. She's not the most athletic person, but her in-ring is good enough that paired with her look and her tactic character work and mic skills, she'll go far. She can go as far as she wants to go. Again, she has the character work and the mic work versus Ruca having the athleticism, explosiveness in the ring. The opposite, right? Because of her character work and mic skills and her aura and her gives a gab and how she presents herself, she can go far with her in-ring talent. You know, it's not the most exciting in the ring, not the most explosive, not the best athlete. She has everything else. It's like the flip opposite of Ruca. The complete flip opposite. Will you think Jessie Jane and the entire group? No thing. Fallon Henley hopes so. Don't want to talk about Fallon Henley right now. I'll wait to talk about her. Talk about NXT. Actually, no, I'll talk about her now. Let's do it right now. I like Fallon Henley, but Fallon Henley is in trouble. Fallon Henley should be worried. Why? Well, you see, Fallon Henley's been in NXT for as long as Jessie Jane has. Fallon Henley is in a Shark Tank. Women who are on the come up. She's still there. You got talent like Humdo Gray. Got talent like Lizzy Rain, who is about to be a force. She's about to be a force on you. He needs to be called up immediately or hope that Shawn Michaels is a fan. If he stays in NXT, stays there, he's not pushed, not given anything significant, she's going to be in danger being left behind. I'm telling you right now, Lizzy Rain is here. Lizzy Rain about to take over. Why? Lizzy Rain is a main event, an NXT main event talent already. Perfectly packaged, ready to go. In-ring, gimmick, look, promo is all set. Why do you think she's debuting already? She's debuting already because there's nothing to tweak. She comes ready-made, similar to Stephanie Vicaire. Stephanie Vicaire came in, she's ready to go. Nothing had to be tweaked. Her look didn't need to be changed. Nothing. It was a ready-made package, just like Lizzy Rain, aka Rain Leverkusen. Nothing to work, nothing to rework or tweak or change. Ready to go. And I'm telling you, you're gonna get it over very, very quickly, ridiculously quickly. And the other talent, not to worry. For example, I'm super high on Kendall Gray. Super high. Telling you right now. D Rain has more main roster upside than Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray, I love a lot. But right now, D Rain, her character work, her presence, her promos, the package just more ready-made for WWE success on the main roster than Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is likable, great in the ring, but she doesn't have that X factor from a character standpoint that will propel her over somebody like Lizzy Rain. For example, Oba Femi, good in the ring, talented in the ring, athletic, but he's not over because of that. Oba Femi is over because of his aura and his presence in the character work, and that package comes with him. Look, everything. That's what Lizzy Rain has. Not so much Kendall Gray yet. So right now, as I sit here today, Lizzy Rain, who has not had a single match in WWE, I'm telling you right now, she has more main roster upside than Kendall. Again, if I'm Fallon Henley, so Maya, if I'm Fallon Henley, I am worried. Have a conversation with Shawn Michaels. Get your ass to main roster. Do something, because these women are coming for your spot, and they're going to take it. And right now, Lizzy Rain is going to take your spot. This woman will get over instantly, and it'll be undeniable. You're still walking around NXT, floundering around. You better make a move, because she's coming. She's a ready-made package. I'm telling you right now. Hope I'm clear with that. But yeah, if you're somebody like a Fallon Henley, I would be worried. If you're somebody who's gone down to Evolve, you should be terrified. So if you're at NXT, if you've gone down, you're in trouble. Who am I talking about? Wendy Chu, Carmen Petrovich. Who else? Akita Lyons. You are in trouble. You're going the opposite direction. Okay, I don't care that Wendy Chu got the Evolve belt. Nothing. India Hartwell got the NXT belt. Okay, I'd be worried if I was her. Okay, so you have these talented women like a Lizzy Rain, like a Kendall Gray, a Bonnie Jordan. All these women are NXT right now. Zarya is there now. Tatum Paxley. If you're not making a splash right now, still hanging around, be worried. I don't know why they dropped those video packages of Kendall after they got the push already, instead of doing it from the get-go. I think because before she was still technically an Evolved talent. It's kind of weird. I agree with you. They recently gave Kendall Gray some character stuff, some like characterization in terms of like letting us know who she is as a person, her history, what happened to her as a kid. We saw a picture of her as a kid with a dog bit her face. That was kind of crazy. So she learned more about her upbringing. Wondering why are they telling us now and not before? Well, technically, she was still an Evolved talent. Now she is officially an NXT talent recently, and now they're giving us more stuff because people have been complaining about who is Kendra Gray. She's a good wrestler, but who is she, right? She doesn't have like a distinct gimmick, just a hey, I'm a good wrestler and I want to be champion. So they're giving us some backstory to make us get more, let us connect more. We'll see if it works. I'm already a fan because I like Hoopers, but somebody who needs to know the character to connect. We'll see if those vignettes will work or worked for you. I'm not sure if it did, but there's not a clear, distinct character that you can like be enamored with, right? Blake Monroe has the glamour or the woman from hell. Hayden Paxley has a whole crazy gimmick, right? Derain, rock star, right? 80s rock star chick. Even Easy Dame has a culling. What does she have? I'm a good wrestler. I'm friends with I'm blanking on her name. Ren. I'm friends with Ren. That's working for her fine now. Again, she doesn't need to worry about it. Honestly, her in-ring is good enough. Like I said, it's all about the pie, right? Her in-ring is such a big piece of the pie of the that she can have okay character work and be fine. Similar to Sol Ruca, athleticism, great look, electric in the ring, character work, not that important for her because the other stuff is so huge. Kendra Gray be fine. I'm not worried about her. But I do think Lizzy Rain has more main roster upside. Okay, how about the dudes? Man, NXT men. I like Dorian Van Dux. I like Kay Prosper. I like LaFleur. But these are people who are under the current top of the card. Right now you have what? Tony D. Tony D'Angelo, his current gimmick is more mainstream. It's more main roster friendly. I'm not as worried about him, but I still don't know how Triple H will feel about Tony D. I don't know how I feel about him, let alone Triple H. You got who? Got the Dark State folk, right? Leon Lennox. Don't know how I feel about him. Not sold on Leon Lennox. Not sold on even Miles Bourne. People like him. Not sold on him yet, unfortunately. That's kind of men's division is kind of spooky. I mean, there's pushing Carver, Keon Carver. That's his name? Jeez, I'm blanking on these people's names. Like Shaquan Sugars. Yeah, he's cool. I think they need to split up or have some type of. Right now, they're doing some character work with that group. There's more turmoil within the turmoil. I'm trying to say within the group. There's more interpersonal dynamics there. Cool. But I need to see more from Dark State because right now, when they get on TV, I sometimes tune out. So yeah, they gotta fix Dark State. Right now, there's this internal battle between Sugars and Deion Lennox. We'll see how that goes. Carver's push feels like a prank on me because he fucking stinks in the ring. You like his size and his attitude. I'm not the biggest fan yet, but he's big and they're pushing him as like this enforcer, this big, scary guy. Am I convinced? No. But we'll see. We'll see. You're going to give him every chance in the world to succeed, clearly, because I like him. I'm not sold on him, but I don't know. We'll see. Who else in the NXT men's division right now worth talking about? Besides Dorian Van Dux, who I like a lot, EK Prosper, who I like a lot. Besides those folk, I don't I don't really know. Um, yeah, I don't see any of those other guys. Unless let's see. I may be forgetting someone. Let's see. Take a look. I like I forgot to talk about Tatum Paxley. Oops. Let me see. Ashton Drake, I like. I see him having a huge future. I like him a lot. We'll see how far he goes, but that's kind of like, there's plenty of time with him. Plenty of time to evaluate him. Thea Hale, that is a good shout. Thea Hale is an interesting case. She's super young. She's like, what, 21, 22? But she's kind of just floundering around. Like, they're trying different things with her. 22 years old. She started when she was 18. I like Thea Hale. I'm not sure how much they like Thea Hale. She had a lot of character work over the years. She was with JCU. Worked with JC Jane. She's worked with a lot of different talent. Lots of different talent. Right now, she kind of is hanging around. She was North American champion for a little bit. That was very controversial because she wasn't supposed to win. And now she has new hair, kind of is hanging around. We'll see. I mean, I have no idea what they're doing with her. I would not be shocked by no cut would be shocking at this point, considering what happened with Cora Jade. But yeah, she's an interesting case. I don't know. We're finally on the Tatum Paxley train. Somebody who's very, very talented, who's been talented for a long time. They're finally maximizing or capitalizing on that. Good to see. She's very talented, very good, very creative, very fun in the ring. Has a character that is getting over that people like to see. I was worried about her a year ago. Now I'm not. I think they see the vision. We're all good when it comes to Tatum Paxley. When do you think Nikki Blackheart will debut? That's a damn good question. As you can see, Lizzy Rain took no time. She was ready to go. Nikki Blackheart ready to go? I don't think so. Would I have her bypass Evolve? I would, but I'm not sure where they're at with her presentation, with her name, all that stuff. But I think she's somebody who could actually have an Evolve match, maybe, or start off kind of slow. Lizzy Rain ain't starting off slow. She's ready to go. I'm telling you, she's gonna take over. There's no way Trips is letting this spooky shit happen on the main roster. We mean Tatum Paxley? Tatum Paxley isn't spooky. Tatum Paxley just, she has some screw loose. She's an interesting case. She's a special case. That's what I'll say. She's not spooky. She's just she has her dolls. She has issues making friends. A little weird, but there's no spooky stuff with Tatum Paxley. I say Triple H doesn't like spooky stuff, but I mean, look at the freaking Wyatt Six. Lizzy Rain vignette on X has over 1 million views already. She is going to be a star. And people are saying, "Oh, her gimmick is cringe." Her gimmick is how she is, dialed up. She always dressed like that. She always listened to heavy metal. Her uncle was in Iron Maiden. Okay, she is of that ilk. That is her. Just crank it up to 1,000 for a character. But there's nothing off about that. That's how she is. Is what she is. The metalhead. All right, let's talk about. Can't talk about the future of WWE without talking about Triple A. With that in mind, let's show this real quick.
Estoy muy feliz, muy contenta. Hola.
This, that, and
Hola a todos los fans, estoy muy feliz, muy contenta. I'm so happy, super crazy experience today, and I want to say thank you to all the fans to went to the WWE World today. Quiero dar las gracias a todos los fans que fueron hoy a ver el WWE World. It is amazing experience. I was so nervous. It is my first show for WrestleMania, so it's so crazy. En Las Vegas, que es demasiado loco estar en Las Vegas, entonces fue una experiencia muy loca, muy increíble, muy bacán. Y pues eso, ahora estoy en México, I am Mexico now, and see you soon, guys. Love you.
okay, you know what that was? You know what that was? What we just saw? That was money. Money talking is what that was. La Catalina is money. He is the type of talent that is very, very valuable in the WWE these days. Bilingual. He can fluently speak in English and Spanish very, very well. English is better than Stephanie's. She is bilingual. Really? She is authentically herself. And with her look and her reputation and her talent and her being bilingual, she's money. Hit different markets, and they would be dumb not to chase talent like this, especially with the Triple A acquisition, which is why Persephone, I'm sure, is on their radar because she's also bilingual, good look, and can wrestle her ass off. Like Catalina, the future of Triple A, she'll get that damn belt, Queen of Queen belt very soon from Flammer. Kind of feel bad for Flammer because honestly, they should change that belt. They should update it. What I would do, I would update the belt now so Flammer has it. It could be kind of weird for her to take the belt off of Flammer and then they change the belt. That might be, it might look kind of bad. So change the belt now. That belt needs an upgrade. Ugly looking belt. It was old, dingy. They already updated the Dom's belt, the Mega Championship belt. So update the ladies belt, give it a Flammer, and then have Catalina take it off of her, and then you're good. But she's the future of Triple A, and she'll be all over the different promotions, all over the commercials, all over the ads for the Spanish-speaking markets, rightfully so, because she's a marketing dream. Look, and her her upbringing, she can talk very well, cut a promo in English and Spanish. Looking for her. But yeah, for Stephanie, she'll be reached out to very quickly. Not gonna lie, giving Persephone the bigger steal than both Steph and not. I'll say no to that. I would say no. I still think Stephanie Vicaire was a huge get because you're talking about an S tier in ring performer who has a great look. I mean, you see how popular she is. I still say that that was a big, big get. I can't say that that's any less of a get than Persephone would be. Especially considering Persephone grew up in America. She grew up watching WWE more. I would think she grew up in America. I think that'd be easier of a get than a Stephanie Becaire, who has. Well, then again, Stephanie tried out for WWE a long time ago, but AW were really trying to get her. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Who'd be a bigger get? Stephanie, Persephone. I don't know. I think Stephanie being her in-ring prowess and her the name Stephanie Vicaire carries more weight worldwide at the time than it of the signing than Persephone does right now. I think Persephone is on the rise, whereas Stephanie Vicaire, she's winning belts all over the world. Years, you know. How long before Lola and Catalina team up? Not long. Funny, cause I thought Lola Vice would win the win the Reigns championship, but give it to La Catalina, and it makes sense. Good for her. Good career move she made. She's already at WrestleMania, already at WWE World. She's gonna be positioned to be a big star because of her look, because of her being bilingual. So that's good for her. She's set.
I'm so happy.
Set. Very much great career move she did. That's the future of Triple A, and then of course Dominic Mysterio's current champion over there. He's already present in the future. Who will take the belt off of him? I could see honestly, a Grande Americano. So I'm not sure about the men's division over there, but Selena is holding it down for the women over there. Okay, here's a question. Who haven't I talked about yet? Who haven't I mentioned yet? Oh, Braun Breaker, of course. That's a given. Braun Breaker is going to be a main eventer very quickly. He's already feuding with Seth Rollins. I mean, Braun Breaker and Oba Femi will be facing off in the near future. Well, not near future, but within the next 2 years, they'll have a feud. That'd be a one to watch. Oba and Braun Breaker could be your next main event for the next couple years. Similar to Roman Punk or Roman Cody, it could be Braun Breaker, Oba Femi for years. I'm good with that. Melo and Braun. Oh, I didn't bring up Melo. Carmelo Hayes is somebody who Roman Reigns has mentioned, someone he wants to face. Carmelo Hayes is someone who is at the fan support right now. They capitalize on it? I'm not sure. Every time Sami Zayn goes out there, they say, we want Melo. Kind of funny. I like Carmelo Hayes. Now he's short. That's a reality of the situation. Can't ignore that. Being short can help you when it comes to main eventing Mania or main eventing big pelleas. I like him. But we'll see if they're willing to let him rise to that spot. I like they're bigger dudes and bigger girls. Why Roxanne Perez? By that I mean she's gonna have a great career regardless, but more about like that main event scene. We'll see. He's a itty bitty. So what have we learned? Fallon Henley, you'd be worried. Lizzy Rain gonna take over NXT very quickly. May even jump Kendall Gray very quickly. I'm telling you right now. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you. Lizzy Rain will be a massive star in it. Massive. You're kind of floundering around. Let me pull up. You're just floundering around, just walking around backstage doing nothing. Gonna get passed up very quickly. Very quickly. Here's your TNA champ. Holly Bright, God bless her. I'm surprised she's still there. Fallon Henley needs to be turned. See what happens on SmackDown. I expect Jessie Jane to pop up. I don't think Fatal Influence will be there. If they are, cool. I doubt it. Drake, I like. How about him? Data Parker is an interesting case. Mic skills amazing. Ring work solid. Okay. She's gonna get over on her mic work alone. She'll be given a chance. How high can she go? I'm not sure, but with that mic skills, those mic skills, we'll see. Anything's possible with that. Lizzy Dame has been the most interesting person on NXT in terms of a rise, because I did not see this for her. She's very good on the mic. In fact, I'll say great. She's great on the mic. In ring is solid enough. Collar girl, I think she'll be fine. Somebody that I was worried about at first, but now those mic skills and her confidence in the ring, she's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about her. You Dame, you've done a good job. I'm really impressed by her. Joe Injury, he's gonna be more of like somewhere between The Miz and Sami Zayn, somewhere in that range. I don't see him higher than a Sami Zayn. I don't see him lower than a Miz. The Miz currently is. I know Miz has freaking main events at WrestleMania. Current Miz, I don't see him lower than. I don't see him. Well, he maybe get up to a Sami Zayn level, but world title reign, I'm not sure about. Carmen Pezovic, I bless her. I'd be worried. Kylie Armstrong, she's now on the main on NXT. We'll see what happens with her push. I think Connie Jordan has more main roster upside than Roxanne Perez. I put her not at the same level as a Sol Ruca, but her mic skills is better than Sol's. Great athlete. I do think Sol Ruca is special with her athleticism and her in-ring. That will probably keep her ahead of Connie Jordan. I like Kalani a lot, and I think people are sleeping on her roster. I think that main roster push will be surprising to some folks. I think a lot. Fiona Gray, superstar, in-ring, character work, mic skills is something people are trying to see more of. But I think she has everything it takes. She'll be great. I'm not worried about her at all. She's gonna have a great future. Great future. By her at all. Happy for Ethan Page. I am too. I see him more as a mid-card guy. Lainey Reed, talented, has some upside because of her in-ring. We'll see how far she goes, but still early in her career. She has a couple years in NXT before we can evaluate her in-ring, her attributes for a longer time because she got in NXT. I wouldn't be surprised if she stays in NXT for like a long way to go with Lainey Reed, but I like her. Isis King, I'd be worried if I was him. Ola Vice, I know Triple H likes her a lot. So Triple H likes her, so she should be fine. NXT champion. I hire her. Very good in the ring. Her mic skills are just okay, but she has some things going for her. Her presence, the aura, her charisma, her likability is all working in her favor. A guy here, be worried about him. Let's see. Isn't this Nico? He's pulling. The Alliance, I'd be worried. Osborne, I don't love him, but they seem to like him a lot, so good for him. Ricky Saints might show up on SmackDown. I see him as a mid-card guy. Ricky Smokes, this time for him. We can hope. Daquan Sugars, he needs to break away from Dark State and go solo. Skylar Ray, she won LFG, not an NXT regular. She's on Evolve sometimes. She's on main event. I don't know what's going on with her. She's I don't see her enough. Shiloh Hill has done a good job getting over. We'll see how he develops over the next couple years in NXT. So Ruca, of course, main roster, main event talent, superstar talent. Hayden Paxley, like her a lot. Talk about her already. Thea Hale, I'd be worried. Kind of just floundering, I feel. Tavion Heights. I like him. I like his in-ring character work. Isn't there yet. We'll see what happens with him. A lot of guys that don't really matter. Tony D right now, he's the champion, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about him at all. 8 defenses for Flammer. Over 974 days. Should have more defenses. Yeah, but I mean it's Triple A. So who knows what's going on over there over the last couple of years. They hate giving the LFG winners for women push. I noticed that. Because they don't like them. I don't think they like them that much. I'm not convinced they're sold on the LFG folks. She didn't evolve, so we'll let her stay there. Rain Sinclair, I like her a lot. I'm looking for a character change here soon. Maybe a heel turn. I like her a lot. We'll see how much they like her. I'm not sure. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Rain Sinclair. She can go. She has good mic skills, good character work. They should break her away from Gray soon and let her work more as a heel and see how that goes. Zarya, she'll be given every opportunity now going forward this year. Now that she has defeated Ruca, she'll be more singles, she'll be more heel, and we'll see how far she can go. I like her a lot. I think she'd be champion. She could be somebody that beats Lola Vice ultimately. So yeah, I mean, NXT women's division is very strong. You have talent like Nikki Blackheart and Marie Blinko on the come up. I don't know where Marie is. I don't know where Nikki Blackheart is. They're probably getting ready to go to the PC. Nikki Blackheart probably needs less time than Marie Blinko because Marie has only wrestled like a handful of times. But because of her training, she's pretty good already. But she needs more developing. She needs a character. She needs more mic work and more promo lessons. But I like her upside. We'll see what happens with Marie and Nikki. There's talent right now in NXT who are been there for a while who aren't getting TV time. Who's to say what the hell is happening with them right now? We'll see. I mean, I haven't heard any updates on Marie or really that many updates on Nikki Blackheart. So we'll see. Department shopping weeks ago? Oh, where'd you see that at? But she hasn't moved into Florida yet. Where did you see that? On Instagram? Or IG? Why am I having a hard time finding her IG? Here she is. Real name, Lacey Simon, apparently. I don't see any. I'm joking. I don't see nothing about no apartment shopping. I'm joking. It's probably on her IG stories, am I right? To go with Nikki Blackheart right there. Yeah, probably her story because I'm not seeing anything about. I'm not seeing anything about a apartment shop. Probably here. Coming home from my grandma, and mom cooking. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. So she's far away. Okay. So she's far away from PC right now. Okay, that's expected. I mean, she hasn't wrestled that many times. I think she had like what, less than 5 official matches. I don't even think she has an official cage match profile yet. I think so. Let's see. Nope. No link. How early it is. Not even in cage match yet. Yeah. So what have we learned? Learned that Bianca Belair Instagram stories. We're going to talk about how wrestling Io and Rhea leads to pregnancy. Ha 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 ha. What's wrong with her? Bianca Belair's a fool. Look at this woman.
ESD, BABY. What was that?
Come on.
ESD, BABY.
Freaking Stardom show for tomorrow comes at 4 a.m.
What was that?
Hi. Yeah, because those reports are insane. All these damn reports about Bianca Belair were wrong. WrestleVilla's, Body Slam, they're all wrong. Oh, this is a close up of that fall. Let me see this fall. Let me see if Ruca took a bad fall the other day. Let's see if this actually, the other day, I mean yesterday. See if this thing actually hit her head. Actually, now look at it. Maybe the top of the head. Really, it was her arms. Table. You may have just. Head may have just missed. Any Chew is underrated. I'd be worried about Wendy Chu. I'd be worried. I would be worried. She was a regular on NXT, and now she's an Evolve. Okay, so to wrap it up, Oba, Trick, Yvonne, Soul. Those are your future faces that's obvious. Everybody else, the wait and see. I'm high on Kalani Jordan. I'm high on Tatum Paxley. I'm very, very high on Lizzy Rain. I think she is set up to take over very quickly. I'd be surprised if she jumps everybody. Really jumps most of the girls there. I know she'd be a babyface, so she's not gonna go for the title anytime soon. But she's gonna be right in line with the Zarias and instantly. because she's a ready-made talent. Her winning that gauntlet was definitely a choice. Who winning the gauntlet? Michu? It's simulcasting on YouTube and Stardom World. Awesome. We are like 4 days away from the biggest show. The second biggest show of the year for Stardom. Grand Queendom. And I feel like it's kind of on the down low. Maybe because it's so close to Mania. The All-Star Grand Queendom is right around the corner. Literally 4 days away. I feel like nobody's really talking about it. Probably because it's so close to Mania. I mean, you have some great matches on the card. I mean, you got Megan Bayne against Shuri. You got get his card. The graphic. This is not the. This is not it? Nope. Here tomorrow, I think. I mean, that's a match. Is it a main event match? No, but it is going to be Saya against Sakura. Or Saika. It's Sakura. But not Aya Sakura. It's Sayaka and Saya. The main event. If Sayaka loses, well, then her faction is done. They must disband. No more Cosmic Angels. Pain. Rana will, of course, retain. Do I care? Not really. Tori better not lose. That much. What? Wait. This is not this is not All Star Grand Queendom. I'm about to say, like, why is this match happening? That's not All Star Grand Queendom. What? This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Because I'm mad that it hasn't popped up yet. So go to the card. Here you go. Sayaka versus Saya. We talked about that already. Loser. Sayaka loses. Cosmic Angels must end, which is probably going to happen because if they take the belt off of Saya or Sayaka, that'd be very, very stupid. So I'm not sure why we do that. Konami versus Hanan. New champ. Finally going to crown Hanan with the mid-card belt. They like her a lot. I get the vision. I see it. Shuri versus Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne loses, of course. This is where they make Azumi happy and give her a belt. Let's be real. Hate doesn't need these tag titles. So they made us go ahead and put the belts. These two. No, I'm gonna say you, Amasaki, and Azumi win the tag titles here. Do you really think? Do you think Io and Asuka get the backlash? Yeah, I do think they get on a backlash card. I do. Why? I don't know. I just think it's gonna happen. I don't have any real evidence. Rana, Emma said it already. I think Ronda retained. Suzuki is kind of just floundering. Her faction are kind of just floundering. I'll probably say Micah wins because I love Micah. Micah and Hanako win. Kuachan, Soriano. I'm gonna go Soriano because better. Akihito, Natsupoi. Now I'm looking at this. Now I'm looking at this card. Last year's card was better. Last year's card was better. Didn't last year have Suri? Yeah, Saya, Tam, Solid Kid, Azumi, Shuri, Miyu, Shuri, Mayu, Wingori versus Hate. Not Hate. Versus Hazuki and Koguma, FWC. Koguma. Shishori. Maika versus. What's up with this card? By that I mean next year. Hiro Hashimoto versus Maika. Suzu versus May Sarah. Last year was fire, Rena. What is going on? Why is this year? I didn't realize that. What's happening? Is it because they lost star power? They lost Tam. They lost Mayu. Now they have. Okay, Suri was on this card. They didn't have Suri, but still. What's going on? We went from Tam Saya to Tam Sayaka. I mean, no Shishiro Hashimoto, no Mayu. Yeah, this card is. Now I'm looking at it. This card is a whack. Let me be fair, okay? That's not fair to say this card is a whack. Card isn't whack, but again, when Sayaka Carrara is your main event, you can say, hey, they're investing in the youth. Anin, Sayaka, Anna is getting a high billing here. Is this it? Is this it? Nah, I gotta talk about this. I didn't realize this was the case. This card is whack compared to last year. I guess they gotta make new stars. I guess, but gotta make new stars because apparently they don't have any more. They gotta do something, man. The undercard? These matches at the bottom here were not on the Wikipedia page. I guess that's like the pre-show, whatever. Man. They had to bring in Megan Bain from AEW to make this card look good. So Cosmic Angels, they're over. Hanan, new champ. New champions with Azumi and Io Amasaki. Because it gotta make Azumi happy. Where is Starlight Kid? Where is Star like it? Where is the high speed belt? Oh, she's there. She's there. In a nothing tag team match. Where's the high speed title? I don't see what's her face. Where's Mizumori? Third row. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I don't see no high speed. I see Natsupoi, Aki Ito, or left. Oh, okay. Is it a fatal six way? What is this? Is it a fatal six way for the high speed belt? I thought it was a tag team. That's why it didn't register that was a high speed belt match. This is for the title? The six way? If I were booking it, I put it on Xena, but that's not going to happen. Six-way high speed. Anything can happen. Think Momo Kogo gonna win? Why? I mean, I like Momo Kogo, but why put it on her? I haven't been paying attention to the storyline here, so maybe you know why that makes sense. I'm not sure about the storyline. Yeah, I'm not sure. If not, Xena, go ahead and put it on. Well, she's not a Stardom talent. That's the problem. I'm gonna say you can put it on. What's her face? But JTO. Needs a belt. Been doing pro wrestling for 7 years. Who does? Why is that six way not on here? Interesting. Just need to confirm something real quick. They're still J2O, right? The Naba sisters still J2O, right? Yeah. Yeah. Tomoka Inaba is still JTO. They're not putting that belt on her. I don't think so. I'm going to say, why not put the belt on Tomoka, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't love that card. I really don't. Last year was much better. Oh, well, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll put on a good show. All right, any questions for those of you who are still in the chat? 10 more minutes. Why are we asking questions about Money in the Bank? I mean, that is like forever away. Question should be who's gonna win King and Queen of the Ring, not Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is not until September. United has 3 defenses so far. 3 might be enough. See, who she actually faced. Who has she actually defended against? Probably one was May Sarah. Sarah May, how you? Who else? Matches. Bien, Omokogo, Yuki. That's his 3. So nobody who's like a big. No offense. No offense to Yuki, Momokogo, Yan. No big names she defeated for that high speed belt. Watch party for All Star Grand Queendom. What time is that damn thing? Like early in the morning. They did do an angle with AC getting turned on. Group was not on. Could whole group get called up? I'll be surprised. Especially if it's Lainey Reed, who's been in NXT for what, less than a year? I would be surprised. I wouldn't mind it, but I would just be surprised. I think Dickie Jane shows up by herself. I will acknowledge there was no Alan Henley or Lainey Reed on NXT. But that isn't this past NXT, but that doesn't mean anything. Who knows what's going to happen with it. I do expect to see Dickie Jane this Friday, but if Fallon and Lainey Reed will be here with her, I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they do the breakup angle on SmackDown. Then Lainey Reed goes back to NXT. I see that, but it would be cool if Fatal Influence SmackDown jumping Rhea. That'd be cool. The Maiden of Metal. One a.m. I'll be sleeping. If they do get called up, that Jasmine girl might feel. Yeah, maybe. Sure. That is, if you believe she would have got called up with Fatal Influence if she was still there. Maybe maybe they just like Lainey Reed more than her. But yeah, that would be very, very funny if they did get called up together. That means all she had to do was wait a little bit longer to get that main roster paycheck increase. Matches are free today. I like Lainey Reed more than I like Jasmine. Although I thought Jasmine had potential, athletic, thought she could go. I mean, what is she doing now? Jasmine. She wrestled since. Jade Gentel. Yeah, that's her new name. Oh. Have not wrestled a single match since she left NXT. That give you the sense that she in to make this work. How much does she love it? See, because she sure as hell ain't wrestling. She's at WrestleCon. So she's kind of in the wrestling sphere. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about this. Okay, so last night, or was it this morning? I don't remember anymore. Got some horrible, horrible, horrible news. Almost forgot about this. My favorite Joshi, probably my second favorite female wrestler behind Bianca, Tori Uzuki, has an ACL injury out for the foreseeable future. We'll probably have to vacate her United National Championship. And the question is, what are they going to do? Right now, it's kind of rough for Mari Gold. Yuki's out. IU has a broken big toe. A lot of injuries right now. That one girl, I can't remember her name right now for some reason. Her eye got jacked up, so she's out. Looking kind of rough. I say they should just put the belt on Siri after having a tournament for the belt. But that's probably not going to happen. They're probably going to put it back on My Sacrifice. I feel like a Rossi thing to do. The veteran, established, held the belt before, due to her. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. What a sad, sad turn of events. Very sad to hear this news. The demon herself is out. ACL tear. Well, an ACL injury, which I'm assuming is a tear. So yeah. Gold lost their young ace. Young future ace. So yeah, right now Mario Gold looking kind of rough. I don't know what the card is now. There've been some switch ups. Card. I thought we were getting Mizuki versus Maddie. Not happening, clearly. Terry versus Angel still on. Koki versus Chika Goto is still on. World title match. Yuki Ano versus Utami is still. But yeah, they only have to carry. You have to have Utami, Miku, and Mai Sakurai carry the load. Right now, the injuries. We'll see. See what they do. Will Mayu vacate her belt? Apparently, her injury isn't severe. I could be wrong. I mean, she had a broken toe, broken big toe. So I don't think she'd have to. I know they don't want to. They should, though. Well, let me be clear. Mayu does not need 2 belts. Okay, I know he wants to have 1 Margo belt, 1 Noah belt, but I don't think she needs to have that damn flyweight belt. Put the super flyweight on a Seri or someone else. Let her just have that their GHC belt. Shouldn't need both of them. I don't know why she's holding 2. If you're working with Noah, that 1 belt she has now is enough. Doesn't need both of them. Man, I don't know when's the last time she defended that super flyweight belt anyway. Doesn't need to. Argo, Superfly. She had more defenses than I thought. Been champion for how long now? Over 300 days. She faced Isa, Arena. By the way, this is the person who's I got messed up. Arena, Seri, Coco, Hummingbird, Momo, Minami. And Natsumi Shotsuki. So she defended it quite a bit. 7 times over 300 days. That's not bad. But yeah, I mean, need it. You can drop that belt to someone else. But anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Unfortunate situation. Got so many injuries, but Victoria does not want to fight with Chi-Chi. Does want. Yes, you did, but that ain't happening anytime soon. Portion, do you think they do Stephanie and Sol Ruca tag matches versus Liv and Roxanne? If they want to keep Sol Ruca in the top spot, have her rub elbows with some talented people, I can see it. I can see Sol, Stephanie versus Raquel and Liv. Yep, that makes sense. Wonder what would be her next match. I mean, I would have Sol go in the mid card. I'd have her chase Becky. But yeah, I can see a tag match like that for sure. I think Liv Stephanie's happening at Backlash, so won't have to wait long for that. But yeah, I can see that for sure. Mai Sakurai. Our Gold United National. Wouldn't do it. Go ahead and elevate Ibana and Seri. Put the belt on Seri. Keep Mai Sakurai in because she's a trio champ right now. She's trio champ. She don't need another belt. We'll not put it on her. But we'll see. Rossi's weird. I'm actually surprised Rossi has resisted the urge to put the belt on, put a belt on Seri. I feel like he would have he would have pushed her very quickly, but thank you, NXT's been real. So she's officially done with NXT. Interesting. Also called this. I said that Ruca would not win the NXT championship while she's down there. That's what happened. Oh, NXT World Championship for her. But her push on the main roster be crazy. What I said. Happening. I said that back in 2004. I can't find it. It's there. It's there. Trust me. He was never going to win the NXT championship, but similar to Bianca Belair, the main roster push would be crazy, so it doesn't really. Not needed. It's not needed. Mighty Jordan ain't winning that title either. I don't think she wins it either. I don't think she wins it. But it doesn't matter. But I agree. I don't think Kleiny Jordan is going to win the NXT championship. Won the mid card, she won TNA, but I don't think she's going to win that top title. And it doesn't matter. Being NXT champion is no indicator on where you're going to be. Because I can promise you, Ruca will be booked better than Roxanne and Jessie James. When do I think Bianca returns? Well, considering she's 6 months pregnant, assuming the finger's good, Royal Rumble. To be honest with you, but I'm not sure how the finger's doing. I'm not sure what's happening with that, but it's already 6 months pregnant, so it wouldn't be far from now that she returns. Could have been at the end of the year. Could have been January-ish, but who knows? They kept it secret for 6 months. That's crazy. For the whole entire time she's been pregnant, 6 freaking months. I think Soul might have a chance if Julia, Stephanie, and Jordan Gray. Oh yeah, for the NXT Championship. Yeah. During that time, yeah, definitely Julia and Stephanie changed things for NXT for sure. Stephanie wasn't even. She was a surprise. They weren't even supposed to get Stephanie. It was supposed to be just Julia. The finger's still wonky. Might as well get pregnant, I guess. It happened a while ago, so. I just noticed that blonde streak in Roxanne's hair. Notice that. Here's Stephanie at WrestleMania. When she's told she only have 6.5 minutes to wrestle. Triple H. So crazy. Nah, I think it was her second knee injury in 2023. Yeah, that's true. That's an entire year away. So yeah, that was who knows what would have happened. That's definitely a time where she could have won the world title. She's in world title, the NXT championship. Technically not a world title, but I better see Jessie Jane on SmackDown. If not, I'd be upset. Mojo is medically cleared. Great for him. SmackDown needs all the help they can get. Have a babyface in Rhea Ripley. Need a young heel, fresh on the scene, to actually do something that's going to get the crowd excited. Why not have Jessie Jane show up and jump? Hell, do the entire Fatal Influence. Have all of Fatal Influence show up and jump Rhea Ripley. Great. At least it'd feel fresh and new. Wonder what's next for Jade. She's basically the top heel on SmackDown. That's true. Of SmackDown. That's true. She lost. So we'll see how they book her going forward. I'm interested in seeing what they do. Maybe now we're past Mania. Maybe now Mania was what they're waiting for. So we'll see what happens with SmackDown now. I'll be curious to see what Jade does. Does she chase immediately? Probably. But I'm more interested to see what they do with Jessie Jane. Mid-card scene right now. Let's be real. Rhea ain't dropping that belt anytime soon. When was the last time somebody won the belt at Mania and dropped it relatively soon? I mean, Bayley won it off of EO and dropped it at SummerSlam. At the earliest they dropped the belt at SummerSlam. I'm just hoping the storylines and the segments are good because there'll be no stakes really until SummerSlam. Liv and Rhea Ripley will both walk into SummerSlam. Devon and Charlotte together. It's cool. Raw after Mania was a solid show. I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. I didn't love it. I thought it was good. I thought the Liv Morgan stuff was good. I thought Ruca showed herself well. Thought that Braun Breaker had a good segment. Fortunately, got cracked in the back of his head with a chair from Seth Rollins, which is kind of crazy because he used to be a veteran and know not to do that. This guy fell on her head again. Probably giving her a talking to right now at this point because that's like I think she had the yips. She has the suicide dive yips right now. Because that's the second time in like a month that something weird's going on. So maybe they have to like tell her to like, you know what, take a break from that for a while. Daria showing up to screw Sol Ruca made sense. I like that they're pushing Rusev. So the mid-card scene is getting a little bit of getting revamped. They're focusing on it and they're going to push Rusev. I'm fine with that. Ethan Page won. Good to see him get debut. Cody's Punk segment was fine. What's the future for CM Punk? I don't know. Gunther is backstage with LA Knight. Femi walked off after a good segment. What's the future for him immediately? thinking they're just gonna wait until King of the Ring. I think the King of the Ring tournament will be ready to kick off Oba strong way, but we'll see. For me, I'd book the final to be Oba Gunther, but what's the big match for Rhea Ripley as champion? The biggest match you can make with Rhea Ripley on the current SmackDown roster. Probably Charlotte. Charlotte's a face, but that's probably the biggest match. Charlotte Rhea. That's your biggest match. We'll see who wins the Queen of the Ring and who she challenges. I feel like the men's King of the Ring is kind of set straightforward. I think Oba wins. The women's Queen of the Ring, I'm not sure. You elevate Ruca already. You elevate Stephanie win again. Well, not again, but did she win it? Io win it. This is Lyra Valkyria win it. Like, what do you do with the Queen of the Ring? I'm not sure. Lash win it. I don't know. The men's pretty straightforward. You book Oba or Gunther. For the women, more of a toss up. Tiffany winning the Queen of the Ring. Tiffany right now is trying to get the mid-card belt off Julia. He fails to do that. I don't see her winning the Queen of the Ring. Sub, I don't think that happens if she's chasing Julia right now. I'd be curious to see what happens with that match. Kind of James turn. Green get involved. They actually give them a PLE spot. Probably a SmackDown match. But I think Tiffany is where she belongs right now in mid card. But right now, the top of the card is just Rhea, Jade, now probably Charlotte, and maybe Alexa. So I think Charlotte and Alexa will split up, or at least not be chasing tag titles. I don't think they're going to have Charlotte and Alexa chase Paige, Bella, even though they did have that face off. Charlotte and Paige had that face off. Maybe they do have them chase a little bit, but I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. I thought Jade was going to retain. They were going to run Jade, Charlotte, Flair, but apparently, can't have Rhea Ripley lose twice in a row at Mania. She lost last year. Wasn't going to lose again this year. Now she's on SmackDown with her friend Damian Priest. We'll see what they do. Rhea as champion. I don't mind it because she's a great talent and she's over. But her challenges or challengers looks like if you're following the heel babyface dynamic, Jade, that's really it. Or Nia, Lash after that. Then you can turn Tiffany heel. Yeah. The first challenge would probably be JC Jane. That's what I would do. Have Fatal Influence go up to main roster at first. They'll have a feud. Rhea Ripley will retain, and then Lainey Reed can turn on her, go back to NXT, something like that. I would bring them up together for like a month. Have a Rhea Ripley feud. When they lose, then Fatal Influence can blow up. Then you can send Lainey Reed back to NXT. If that's the goal for that's what you want for her. Then Rhea did say she wants to work with Julia. That's true. Not facing Julia as long as Julia is the mid-card champ. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Charlotte Flair can still feud with the Bellas. To be fair to you, even so, I still thought they've been teasing Charlotte Jade forever. They've been teasing it forever, even before Rhea Ripley won the Chamber. They were freaking teasing Jade Charlotte Flair. Jade literally had to chase down Charlotte Flair. They're in the aisle or going down the ramp, and Charlotte Flair ignored her. And she literally ran her down to put the belt in her face. And you're not going to do that match? Why you been teasing so much Jade and Charlotte? So much Jade Charlotte teasing, and the match not happening. I mean, every months they tease this match over and over again. Then Jade wins the belt. Then they don't do it. I don't understand. I mean, Triple H loves to tease matches and don't pull the trigger. More recent one. And they still didn't do it. I don't understand. This is the biggest non-title match on SmackDown. But here's the thing, King. If they're not confident in it, why keep teasing it? If you're not confident, why keep teasing the match that you're not confident in? Why? Do you have an answer? Why to keep teasing it? It's hella confusing. Rhea and Stephanie hand it out. Congrats to you. Good to be home. It's great to have you home. Right at home. That's nice. That's sweet. I keep saying Saraya. That's a Twitter handle. Single Revolver is officially leaving Thriller and moving to YouTube. Obviously, I have to pay for it. Leah's putting in the work. Her and her friend. That was Nikki, her best friend on the main roster apparently. Ross. Julia's in the best shape of her life. She looks great. ready to be booked in something significant. Ready to be booked in something. Put in the work. See what happens post Mania. A lot of times they're just waiting for Mania to be over. Now that it's done, we'll see what they do. All right, any last questions? Went over 30 minutes longer than I was supposed to. Whoops. Check square circle real quick. AW tonight. You guys excited? I do think somebody from Raw will move to SmackDown. Ooh, I have no idea. Somebody on the men's division. I don't know. I can't even guess. AW, heck no. Couldn't even tell you who SmackDown. I feel like Jay and Jimmy moved to Raw. It's kind of funny. And Montez and Angelo Dawkins moved to Raw as well. They were on SmackDown. I don't know. Maybe Punk. Maybe Punk moved to SmackDown. That way he's away from Roman Reigns or Cody. I don't know. Punk's an option. I don't know who's on Raw. I don't even know who's on Raw. Not Braun, not Seth. I don't know. The mid-card guy on Raw. Tonight, move over. It's like all the big stars like Oba Femi. I agree. All of them mentioned him. Roman, Seth, Cody, all mentioning him. They see what we all see. It's clear as day. Future. Getting the rocket strapped to him. Yeah, I want to see Roman, Oba Femi soon. It's just me. Does Oba feel like he is already supposed to be in the main event? Already supposed to be there. Kind of crazy. It feels like Jacob versus Roman Reigns, something that was thrown together last minute. Like Cody versus Randy was supposed to happen. They pivoted to Jacob Roman for the sake of Backlash as a replacement. I feel like Roman Reigns and Jacob feels kind of out of the blue. Maybe that's just me. I just feel like it was supposed to be Cody Randy rematch, but because of Cody's eye, they're going to do Roman Jacob. So we're going to get Jacob versus Roman as the main event of Backlash. Roman will win. Then what? Jacob Fatu will fall in line. We're doing the Bloodline 2.0 again. I guess they wanted to replay the hits because it's so successful for them. Bloodline was money. Now they're putting the Bloodline together again, but with different storylines. I don't know. Just make it good, I guess. I mean, I get it. Bloodline stuff was very, very popular. You're going to do it again. Just hope they have some more compelling storylines. Something a little different than they did before. But they're definitely putting the Bloodline back together again, clearly. I think Jay turns on Roman for sure. But we'll see what they do. Roman says he'll be back for all of summer. He'll be on Raw next week. And we'll see how much the part-timer is part-timing. But yeah, they're going to put the bloodline back again. See what they do. Raw will have the bloodline storyline. SmackDown will have whatever. His Cody eye look really, really bad. We'll see what they do. All right, folks, that is it for the stream. Enjoy AW, whatever the hell they have on that show. Enjoy Evolve, whatever the hell they have on that show. I don't know what's happening on Evolve. It could be anything. I can spell. I did spell it right. What's going on? We have. This look interesting to you guys? Brooks Jensen. Still here, huh? Still here. Good for him. Might skip Evolve this time around. All right, folks. Thanks for joining the stream. See what happens on SmackDown. If it's worth a damn. Hopefully it is. See about the young talent. We'll see who will actually be called up on SmackDown. Ricky Saints, Dixie Jane, maybe Blake Monroe. I'm not sure. Blake Monroe is a toss-up. Probably not. But that does seem like a good time to call somebody up. That casket match. I would. But imagine Blake Monroe attacks Rhea Ripley. That would get a lot of attention. That could be big. Funny enough, because Dixie Jane's the NXT champion, former NXT champion, Blake Monroe attacking Rhea Ripley would make more news than Dixie Jane, probably. Blake Monroe has that history with from AEW and a little bit more. He's a bigger name. That's a good question. Who's a bigger name? Dixie Jane or Blake Monroe? I do feel like folks would be a little bit more excited for Blake Monroe attacking Rhea Ripley on SmackDown. I love both of them, so I wouldn't care. But probably the bigger news cycle. Biggest news hit will be Blake Monroe attacking Rhea Ripley. See what happens. I enjoy week. Hope all is well. Talk to you later. Peace.